Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to do this video because this has helped me out a lot when I've been playing Dark Souls. So yeah, the thing is that it's a hard game, and deciding where to go is also a part of the really hard part, if you know what I mean. So I thought I'd just take you through some of like the way that I did it, cause I followed almost this path to a dot, except a few variations that I did that I felt were easier for me, and I skipped a few of the optional bosses, etc., etc. And I thought I'd look on the game progress route here on Dark Souls 2.wiki.fextralife.com, because I've been going there every time I need tips, and I think it's a good site for everyone who is currently playing Dark Souls. So, of course, you start on Things Betwixt because that is where you spawn. And you go to Majula after you've gone through the entirety of the thing, maybe farmed a few souls if you wanted to. I did, and it didn't really do anything for the early game because it really makes no difference, honestly, because stats are just so low, and the stats really don't do a lot in the game, at least not in my honest opinion, except for the health stat, which is what you need if you want to be tanky and if you want to have good survivability within the game. So you go to the Forest of the Fallen Giants, and then and then you go through there and end up in the tower, where you're gonna face the giant, the first of the giants, and that's the first place and the first boss you're gonna be. After that, you're gonna probably defeat the pursuer if you want to, and if you go past the pursuer and drop into the hole instead of going into the Raven's Nest, you'll find Drangleic armor and the sword, etc., etc., and like the entirety of the set, which is basically the same as the Black Knight sword in Dark Souls 1, which is a really good. I didn't do that on my first run because I didn't know about it, but for those of you who didn't know about it, I'm telling you now that you can go there and you'll have an easier time in the beginning, though the armor is quite heavy, and you'll need the load stat to be able to wear it all and still be able to roll if you want to roll. I love rolling, so yeah, I need that. After that, actually went to the Hades Tower of Flame, which is a good place because there you can farm a decent amount of souls, because every enemy there drops about 400 souls. And there you're gonna fight the two different knights, or the dragon knights. The first one down in the bottom before the Cathedral of Blue will lead you to the faith, or the what's it called again? The faith salesman. I don't remember what miracles. Yeah, the woman who sells miracles, who also opens up the path to the Iron Fortress, as well as the Huntsman Cops and Harvest Valley and Earthen Peak and all of that shit. So yeah. After I went there, I went to the Cathedral of Blue. I actually went to the Lost Bastille, as well as the Belfry Luna, before going to the Norman No Man's Wharf, because I just did it that way. You don't have to go to the No Man's Wharf, because you can go through the Raven's Nest and end up incredibly close to the boss, as well as the blacksmith in the Lost Bastille. That blacksmith is the one that infuses your weapons with like fire damage and magic and bleed and all of that, and he is a very helpful blacksmith to have access to, as well as selling large titanite shards in the beginning of the game, which is, how you upgrade your weapons early on. Later on in the game, they'll be free, but in the begin not free, but they'll be unlimited a supply of them. In the early game, you only get 10 from him, which is, quite few. But later in the game, all those resources will become accessible But that's after you've started doing, like, after the Shrine of Amana and doing the Undead Crypt, then everything will be available for you there. But that's, again, way down here. So that's towards the end of the game. But yeah, after, you don't have to go to the Belfry Luna. You can if you want to. At least that was my impression of it. After that, yeah, go to the Sinner's Rise, because that's where you're gonna get, as you can see down here. If I can find it. Oh, God. Yeah, the Sinner's Rise, that's probably where you're gonna end up getting your first giant soul. The first goal of the game is getting like all the 4 giant souls, which is the Rotten in Black Gulch, and Dear Freya's whatever in Brightstone Cove's Holdora or whatever, as well as the Iron Keep here, and the Lost Sinner in the Sinner's Rise, the Lost Sinner there. So that's the first thing you're gonna do in the game. So go to the Sinner Rise, defeat that. That's probably one of the easiest areas in the game because there are few enemies, and it's basically just if you have some range, you can use that, and having range there is a big plus, and it makes it a lot easier than just going in melee. I'd probably, honestly, I'd start out with a spellcaster if I were you, because the melee characters are a bit harder in the beginning. The spellcast, I'm currently close to the end on my melee character, but I started a sorcerer the other day, and getting through the game on that is a lot easier than on my melee character, mostly because the spells do insane amounts of damage, as well as just leveling that is so much easier than with the warrior, because the warrior has a lot more stats that you need to be aware of, honestly. But yeah, after that, go to the Huntsman Copse, because that is it's a hard part of the game. You don't have to go to the Undead Purgatory, because that is basically just that chariot boss, and I hate him. I didn't go near him. I went in there once and I never looked back, because getting to him was incredibly hard and unnecessary, and getting in there was just a bunch of skeletons and a random death occurred. I actually killed something and then I just suddenly died. I don't know if it was like the boss that killed me, but it didn't seem like it, and it felt weird and unjustified, so yeah, that pissed me off and I never went back there. After that, yeah, Harvest Valley, that's an easy part. You just get through it, and yeah, don't just go through it. It doesn't matter one bit, because then you can get to the Earthen Keep. Here you'll want to burn one of the windmills by the second bonfire, I think it is. If you just go back there, light a torch, and burn the windmill, you'll drain the poison from most of the areas, and that will allow you to a much easier boss battle against the myth, whatever her name is, the poison lady with the dagger thing. After that, yeah, the Grave of Saints. I don't really think I went there. I'm actually gonna check. Oh yeah, that's in the pit. You go down there. You can kill the rat dude if you want to. Also, you can later you'll be able to drop the ladder. But just get the ring, the Silver Cat ring, which you can buy from the cat in the house next to the mansion. And just jump down there. You'll probably want to have some healing pod, like some sort of healing Estus, extra Estus, etc. if you want to do that. That's it's a hard boss. The rat queen or whatever it was, because she'll keep spawning a bunch of rats, which will poison you and whatever. I think it was poison, might have been bleed, but yeah, that's a hard boss, and just focusing on her is incredibly hard because she looks exactly the same as every other creature in the area. So yeah, that pissed me off to no end, because I didn't realize until I killed it that I had to kill it. So yeah. Yeah, so you go down the pit and then you end up in the gutter. The gutter is the most asshole area in the entire game because it's dark. you'll probably want to light all the torches around the area, because if you don't, then you'll have a bad time. But getting there is easy, and getting through it is the hardest part there, because there are asshole monsters and a lot of poison shit, and just getting through it will make you feel really great. After that is the Black Gulch. So the Black Gulch is probably, again, one of the easier areas, because there you can just kill all the poison statues, and the hands that lurk in the water are really easy opponents. They'll just jump out the once, and the range on their attacks are really poor. And if you have a shield with 100 block, it will basically it's just gonna be an easy fight there. So yeah, that's where you're gonna get your second soul, giant soul, or great soul. I don't. What is it called? Is it called? Yeah, great soul. Yeah. After that, you're gonna go to the shaded woods, and getting through there is a bitch, because you're gonna go through the area that is full of mist. You'll not be able to see anything, and there will be ghosts attacking you. And having a torch lit there makes spotting the ghosts easier, because you'll be able to see their shadows and stuff like that. But if you get through there, you can find an NPC who will give you some stuff, and yeah. There's a lot of items there. Also, when you get through that, you get to the Doors of Pharaohs, which leads you through to the Brightstone Cove, Sildora. I've never said that out loud. But yeah, that's where you'll find the third blacksmith, as well as one of the legendary or soul traders. The first soul trader is actually in the Lost Bastille. You'll need a branch of whatever to what the anti petrification thing to get him. Also the bonfire next to him. But yeah. Yeah, so after you've killed Dare something Freya, which is also a hard boss because it's a spider boss. It calls in small spiders constantly, which might hack away on your health if you're not careful and kill them early. Also, it shoots some sort of ray from its mouth, which is unexplained. I don't understand how they explain that. Anyways, that's also a hard boss, but it feels really good to kill it. It has two heads, so you kill one and then the other, or hack away at them both at the same time if you want to switch between them. But that just makes it harder, honestly. After that, I don't remember this area. The Duke? No, I haven't. Oh yeah, after that it's just basically, it's a thing behind that. You'll have to be a bit careful so you don't die there, because you don't want to lose all your shit. But that's just the way to the primal bonfire in that area. That it keeps making me confused, all of that shit. Honestly, I actually did the Iron Keep prior to finishing the Dare something Freya. I don't remember what it was, but I actually did Iron Keep prior to that, because I went through here and I did actually kill him also before I went to the Black Gulch. So I did him here. In the Iron Keep is a hard area. It has tough enemies and really quick attack speeds on all the mobs there. And getting through that is a bitch. Also, all the ranged and shit. And the Smelter Demon is unnecessary. Don't do him. He's hard. He's an asshole. He's a dick. Just don't do him. Get past the mobs in the main open area. Also, that is where you'll get the Dull Ember to be able to infuse your weapons. It's on the bridge next to the dude who's shooting arrows at you. You can do that. You can actually jump to it from the first platform, as well as there being a pretty some illusory walls there. It's probably one of my the best designed areas in Dark Souls 2, but I really liked it because it reminded me a lot of Dark Souls 1. After that, you're gonna go to the Shrine of Winter because then you'll have all the souls, and then you'll be able to go to the Drangleic Castle, which is again a hard area. The Drangleic Castle is based around the fact that you actually have to feed souls to the statues around there. You can see which statues that need souls, but you have to kill an enemy close to the statue to be able to activate it, so that it'll do that shit. And all you have to do is kill all of them, and it will activate the elevator by the third or fourth bonfire to get up top. And I don't remember what you have to do there, but yeah, you'll get through that, and after that you'll kill the boss, which I don't remember what the boss was. I'm gonna check. Yeah, the Looking Glass Knight. Also, the Twin Dragon Riders. The Twin Dragon Riders, it's after that boss that this bonfire is. So you'll have to kill them, and then you'll have to get through the Looking Glass Knight, which leads you to the King's Passage, which basically just leads you... Well, he is technically in the King's Passage, which just leads you directly to the Shrine of Amana. Shrine of Amana is a dickish place because all the enemies will do harsh amounts of damage. There's water everywhere, and you can't see where ground stops. So having a torch there is also a valuable thing, honestly. After that, it's the Undead Crypt. The Undead Crypt it's one of the easier areas again, because basically you can run through the entire thing and not do shit. Close to the boss door, you'll want to look. There's a staircase. Behind the staircase is an enemy and a fucking bell. Make sure you don't ring the bell. Ringing the bell spawns ghosts, and those ghosts are dicks, and that is just 10 extra enemies that you don't want to deal with, and if it keeps on ringing, they keep on respawning, which is a bitch. But yeah, so make sure you don't activate the bell, and that you kill that fucking undead bastard. Or not undead, but hollow bastard, actually. After that, I'm at Aldia's Keep now. Fucking huge huge monsters everywhere, lots of ogres and dicks. It's a fairly easy area. It's a fairly easy area because you can range a lot of the enemies, and getting a summon there is really easy to just help you through the entire area, because a lot of people will be there because it's that time of the game progress, honestly, for many people. I haven't gone to the Dragon Eyrie, but I can tell you the path that you want to go after that, which is actually down here as well, which is a good walkthrough if you need it. I actually looked at it earlier, but basically you'll want, after you get the King Ring, which is found past the Undead Crypt. That is also where Vendrick is, if you want to kill him. He is very hard if you don't have the giant souls, but you'll be able to maybe get in 4 hits on him before he starts attacking back. And if you have a bleed weapon, it's a bit easier. But yeah, he's a hard boss, but he doesn't just automatically give you his soul. You have to actually look at the chair and go get it from there. After that, you go and you get the giant, the dead giant souls. Then you go back to the Drangleic Castle and murder, the woman. First the 2 different guardians. The guardians of the Throne Guardians, which leads directly into the main boss fight, which is the Queen, because the Queen is an asshole. The Queen is a bitch. Kill the Queen. She is not the human she looks like. So yeah, do that, and try and kill those 2 before you go and get the giant souls, as well as the other stuff. The last thing you need, the giant's kinship, because if you get the giant's kinship prior to going there, you'll have a double boss fight, which will make it hard. Also, you have to kill the two guardians simultaneously, or at least 20 seconds apart, because if not, they'll actually revive each other at full health, which is a dick. That is a dick to deal with, honestly. So yeah, do that and kill those before going and getting the giant's kinship, because you don't want the double boss fight and you'll get this same cutscene basically. Also, you may have two spawns, two summons, two NPC summons for the main boss fight, which is the dude with the blue sword. I'm never gonna remember his name, as well as Vengarl's head. And I love Vengarl's armor. That is what you get from Vengarl in the Shaded Woods, by the way. I love that armor. It's nice armor. It's good. Good. But yeah, I think that shows you much of the way through. Just go to darksouls2.wiki.fextralife.com. You'll find it there under guides and walkthroughs. And there's a lot of stuff on equipment, etc. It's a really good page. And if you're stuck, go there, look shit up, and find maybe a guide for your build or something. I didn't do that, but you can do that if you want to. So yeah, just keep playing Dark Souls. Dark Souls is awesome. I love it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!